The number one question I always get about buying silk sheets is how can I wash them safely? This is vitally important if you want your silk sheets to last for many years. It's very similar to buying a luxury car. Take, for example, a BMW. When it comes to maintenance of the car, there's a higher price to pay, and typically you have to take it to a certified BMW mechanic. It's one of the prices that you have to pay to drive a really luxury car like that. And sleeping on silk is kind of similar. It takes a little bit more attention, it takes a special type of detergent, and it's really just the price that you have to pay to get the best sleep of your life, but it's really worth it. Well, first, let's talk a little bit about how often you should wash your sheets, because this is important. It seems like there's some almost unwritten rule that you have to wash your sheets at least on a weekly basis. However, you really don't have to be that demanding, especially with silk. One reason many people tell you to wash that often has to do with dust mites and other allergens that can easily infiltrate cotton sheets. Well, since silk repels these allergens, it remains a lot cleaner a little bit longer. So I personally suggest every 2 weeks, although it is personal preference. But don't wash them and then just put the same set right back on your bed. This will wear through the bedding considerably faster. Have at least two, but preferably three other sets of sheets to rotate. And they don't have to all be the same material. They don't all have to be silk or whatever. But when one is getting washed, one is on the bed, and then the other is in rotation to be used after you take the other one that's on the bed off. This way, all of your bedding sets will last for years longer, and it gives you some good variety as well. While silk is the best fabric, even I will occasionally sleep on cotton and other fabrics as well. Alright, so let's get down to the different ways to wash your silk bedding. At TrueMoors.com, I always recommend and first consider that you go to a good dry cleaner. However, be careful because not all dry cleaners are the same. If you use a dry cleaner, make sure that they have experience with silk. It's unlikely that they have washed silk sheets before, but it's probably pretty likely that they've done silk dresses or silk blouses or even pajamas. If they have never washed silk before, go to somebody else. Make sure that when you leave your sheets, you tell them not to press them when they're done, just to steam and no press. This should be obvious to them, but it doesn't hurt to remind them. Second, you can hand wash them with the appropriate detergent. We sell Charlie soap, which is a great detergent and proven to work really well with silk. You can also use other detergents, but stick to organic or biodegradable detergents. Not only will your silk be protected, but all of your other clothes and everything else you wash will be a lot better off because of these detergents as well. Hand washing in cold water is really easy. A great idea that one of my customers told me was, and I didn't even think about this until she told me, but is letting your washing machine fill up with cold water, stop it, hand wash them, and you can let it drain, and then just fill it up with clean water to rinse everything out. And it really does work really well. The hardest part about hand washing, though, is drying the sheets. I typically fold them over like an envelope a couple of times and hang them in my bathroom where it does not matter if the ground gets a little wet as they drip dry. It only takes a short while to dry since silk does dry very quickly. You can also use your washing machine on the hand rinse cycle. I have tested this on my personal 9-year-old washing machine and it's worked great. Again, use the right detergent though. After this, I usually will hang dry the sheets as the dryer typically damages them pretty bad. In all of my personal tests, it's always caused pilling. And that's where you get those small little balls on the sheet. I have had many customers though with the newest models of washers and dryers, and they have done actually both washing and drying of the silk, and they report back to me that they came out looking better than brand new. I was really shocked to hear that. It's risky, but it can be done. Again, do that at your own risk. I'm always testing more when it comes to cleaning silk though, and I'll be updating the blog and this video as well when I get some more really good conclusive data that'll help you wash them a lot easier. If you have any questions, go to TrueMoors.com. I'm there to help you, and you can also take a look at all the different silk that we have. Thanks so much.